I thought we started the game really tentative and came out in a non-attacking way. It was really the opposite of how we wanted to start. Got down early and then had a couple guys that just not really buying into what we want to do. So they had to sit there in the first half and think about it. And, in the second half, we started moving the ball. We did some really good things. 15 assists on 20 field goals is outstanding. That's certainly the trend that we want to make and how we want to share the basketball. But at the same time, 18 turnovers is not the direction we want to head. And probably 8 or 9 of those turnovers were what I would call unforced turnovers and things that are very correctable and fundamental basketball that unfortunately we didn't execute. And then the two things that when it got down to crunch time in those last 6-7 minutes with the game on the line, we failed to make free throws, step up and make free throws, and we allowed them to get too many offensive rebounds and second chance points there late. And that's a direct reflection, in my opinion, of toughness. If you want to compete and win at a high level, you've got to play with a lot of toughness. And unfortunately, we did not show team toughness, and we got what we deserved.
Yeah, can you got the lead there, and then you had a chance to pad it. You had the three. One of them was the front end, and just weren't able to make them there late. And then they go down and hit the three.
Yeah, I mean, the missing free throws later are game changers. Especially front ends of 1-and-1. I think we missed 2 or 3 of them, and it just takes a toughness, a mindset that I'm going to step up there, go through my normal routine, and make these free throws. It's no different. In practice, you got to step up and work on it. And yes, we work on free throws in practice. I know that's always a good question when you miss free throws. Do you practice them? Well, of course we do. But the bottom line is it's a mental toughness to embrace the moment that you're in and step up and make a play. And we talk about making plays. Making free throws is making a winning play for your team. And unfortunately, we didn't do that.
Can you talk about the sequence with like 16 seconds? I think that's when Santil fouled out. You called the guys over. You called the play. What were you trying to get? And talk about the look that you did get with Antoine.
What we were trying to do is run a very similar play that we did to the previous one where Barrington came off a high ball screen and dumped it down to Mike for the dunk. Really the same alignment. We were trying to play out of that alignment, and Barrington got caught on the sideline, made a drive and kick, and Antoine drove it again and tried to make a play. And you can't fault the kid there for trying to drive it and attack. We didn't want to settle for a 3-point shot. We wanted to attack, and unfortunately the ball didn't go in for us. But that one play, people want to focus on it. There was many plays throughout the game that really cost us with our inability to rebound and miss free throws. Those were the two things that really cost us.
You had said earlier that Neighbor and Haggins were the guys that y'all had to be on, and they had 41 to 62.
They're good players, and unfortunately, with the Neighbor kid, he was 4 for 5 in the first half, and it was simply scouting report points. Our assistant coach did a great job of telling our guys exactly how he was going to score, and our players, chose not to listen. And again, that's a toughness thing. You got to sit there, look at the scouting report, watch the film, and you got to be committed to, again, making winning plays for your team instead of pouting and worrying about not getting the basketball. And everybody in the gym knew, except for the player or two that was guarding him, that he's going to catch it on that block, face up, and shoot a bank shot. We talked about it in practice for 2 days. We showed it on film, and guys don't go out and execute. That's the bottom line. What's frustrating is just the overall lack of attention to detail. The game plan's there, the ability. It's not a lack of ability. It's a lack of not focusing on details and a lack of toughness. And if you have those two things, without the talent, you can compete. I thought Georgie came in and played his butt off. He wasn't perfect, but he played with passion. He played with energy. He got to loose balls. He got the crowd excited. And those are the type of plays that we need to make more often than not. It's not about talent. It's about having heart and desire and wanting to be a great teammate. And I was really proud of Georgie.
You're 1-7 in the league. You're headed to play the best team in the league in a day or 2 days. When does the concern start being you've got to be in that top 8 slot to make the tournament?
I mean, it's a great question, but my concern is that we play good basketball, and if you play good basketball, those wins and losses will take care of themselves and work out how they should. Obviously, we've dug ourselves a hole, and I don't know exactly what the standings are, but we've just got to play good basketball, and like we tell the players, you got to control what you can. We can't control whether Troy or Texas State or Monroe or Arkansas State or Western Kentucky, whether they win or lose. We have no control over that. We can only control going over to Georgia State and putting our game plan together, going out, executing that game plan with toughness, and that's what we're going to focus on.
It's a short jump, but it's sort of like a Thursday, Saturday, but you also have put in some time on Georgia State before the switch. So.
Yeah, we went through some initial game prep earlier in the week on Georgia State, so we'll certainly revisit that. And it's no secret what they're going to do. We're very comfortable with how we should attack them and what we need to do, and we've just got to have players step up and go out and execute and play hard, play tough, and be together. That's the bottom line.